Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Hey there. Welcome to the 30th OBT show. I'm Brendan.
I'm Chris.
I haven't seen you in a while, man.
I know, because we're going to do it one day, and then wait, hold on.
Hold on.
Tomorrow.
Then it was like, wait, no, wait, I don't feel well. I gotta go home.
Yeah.
And you were out of it too a little bit.
Yeah, I missed work yesterday, so.
Oh, you did? I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What was wrong with you?
My ear.
Oh, yeah, your tinnitus.
It's telling me something. No, you know what? I spoke to a doctor, and I'm going to go to a clinic over the weekend, but they said that I possibly, leaned my head too close to my arm and got, a firm press, and then when I pulled my head away, it was, it made that, pop sound.
What? How do you... Is that possible?
Yeah.
What?
Apparently, the people, when they're, you have, a husband and a wife, and they're, laying together, and a woman lays her head across a man's chest.
Yeah.
Well, if they get a firm enough contact and then they pull the head away, you can blow out your eardrum because it creates suction from heat and body moisture.
Wow.
Yeah. Mine, thankfully, not that severe because I can still hear things. I can still sit here and go, testing.
Test 1 2 1 2 2. But you're okay? Is it too loud in your headset?
No, it's fine. I'd tell you.
You would tell me.
If I just start to lean when I'm losing my spatial...
If you keel over during the recording,
my spatial reasoning goes away.
If you start talking gibberish and then you fall forward, so if you hear a smack in the middle of the recording, it's not anything to be worried about except Chris might be dead.
It's a new segment that we like to call Chris is Dead.
Chris is dead. Tinnitus 1. Chris 0. Titanus. Hey man, so you saw a movie?
I did see a movie. With my
and
eyeballs.
That's it. No, I'm showing. What movie did you see?
I saw Thor: The Dark World. Oh my good God!
I sneezed.
Oh wow. Okay.
Sorry.
Yes, it was that exciting.
I'm gonna isolate that sound and make that my text. Whenever I get a text, I want that to play. All right. So you saw Thor: Dark World. What did you think? I did not see it, but I don't care. Spoiler me.
It was better than the first one.
Okay.
It had good balance of comedic timing, just like the first one did. That was the selling point for such a wacky, crazy, concept for new, Marvel moviegoers.
Right.
It introduced the Dark Elves, who were these people that were, elves from before there was light in the universe. They were in the darkness.
Okay.
And basically their job was, once people started coming into light and, Asgard was the light of the universe and, banished them by killing off thousands and thousands of them, they wanted to come back. They didn't do so well.
You sound really bored by this.
Because of Thor. It's just so difficult to explain an entire movie in a sentence.
Then they were killed. Then they were darkness.
No, because the Dark Elves, not completely fascinated by them. However, Malekith, the main leader, who is I think he's played by Christopher. I always mess up his last name. It's Eccleston.
I have no idea.
I don't know. He was really, really, really intimidating looking, and most of the images that I've ever seen of him, half of his face is scarred, and they show you the face scarring in the movie, which is really cool.
That is cool.
And then it also sets up Thor for, I guess, the rest of what's to come in Phase 2, the next Avengers movie, and it introduces new characters. Like Benicio del Toro.
The Collector.
The Collector!
I'm excited. I've not seen it, but I spoiled myself, so it's okay.
Okay, there's been a lot of different portrayals of the Collector, even the comics version of him is
weird,
weird.
Yeah.
But this one was just it was Mugatu in Marvel.
That's awesome.
It was the hair was crazy, and his hand motions, he was doing hello. And he's definitely taking the character on 100%.
Making it the eccentric character, which it is. It's basically a guy that goes around the universe and collects stuff. Mm-hmm. And he has omnipresent powers, omniscient powers.
Yeah, he's a couple billion years old.
Okay.
He's old.
Yeah.
So he's been around, so his collections start to become more and more rare and unique.
Okay.
So this new collection that he's getting started for is of Power stones.
Oh, Infinity Gauntlet time.
Oh, what does that mean?
That means in the Marvel Universe, there's something called the Infinity Gauntlet, and there's gems that create this. So there's a gem of time, there's a time gem, there's a death gem, there is a fire power gem, and then there's one that makes you invisible, I think.
Yeah, there's mind.
The mind one is the most powerful.
Yeah.
Because you can read minds, and then the time one is also powerful because you can go back and forth in time wherever you want.
Now, apparently, they're using stuff that they've already established in the movie universe to be the power gems. So we're going to have the Tesseract, and from this new movie, the Ether, which is the creation of the Dark Elves, and they have it represented on blue and red, not the same colors as the Infinity Gem
proper.
Like the proper. Yeah, but it's still. They're setting it up.
It's over time. It's been weird. Now in Marvel Universe, they're doing a series called Infinity, where Thanos comes back and tries to fight, and it is trying to find his son amongst the Inhumans. And right before he arrives, the Avengers break the Infinity Gauntlet, or so they think. Now Thanos is recalibrating it and refurbishing it. So it's still. I kind of felt it was going to happen sooner rather than later, because it seems to be that whereas before the comics were the end all be all, they're now the complementary piece to the Marvel movie universe. So
yeah,
anything you see coming through down the pike in the Marvel comics is likely to dovetail nicely into the movies, which obviously this is already.
Yeah, and I mean, at what was it, 2010 or 2011 E3 or no Comic-Con?
Yeah,
they showed off
an Infinity Gem Gauntlet.
Yeah, and awesome. But so this is just basically signifying it, and he's like, it's Lady Sif delivering the gem, or it's delivering not necessarily a gem. It's just like a little block that contains the ether in it, and she's just like, we already have the Tesseract. We can't keep both of these, uber powerful things in the same location.
Right.
So we're gonna ask you to hold on to this, and he was just like, okay, I'll do what you want, and then as soon as they leave, he just goes, ooh. 1 down, 5 to go.
That's
and
awesome.
You're just like, oh, yes, I know what he's talking about.
So obviously he's going to come back for that other one that they have at some point.
But I mean, he's working on his own terms, and I think that's that's his cue in for Guardians of the Galaxy.
Right, and that's also his cue in for Thanos to eventually come back, which Thanos in latest media reports, even with Joss Whedon, saying, Thanos isn't necessarily going to be the villain in Avengers 2. Obviously, it's Ultron.
Yes.
But his presence will be felt. So very, very comic booky way of doing it, of showing a main villain and then not hearing from them for almost a year, and then they come back.
Because they're establishing more. I think they'll go the Infinity Gauntlet route with Guardians of the Galaxy. They're going to have a situation where, maybe they either come into contact with or ownership of another one of the gems.
Yeah.
And it's going to be, Thanos coming after them as far as taking it away.
I think that's awesome.
Because Thanos' daughter is in Guardians of the Galaxy, correct?
No.
Isn't she? No.
No, Thanos is obsessed with Death, who is personified as a woman. He wants to marry Death, and Death.
I thought his daughter was in Guardians of the Galaxy.
I don't think so.
Okay, all right.
Maybe in the Marvel. Yeah, do some fact checking.
Okay, but go on, say your things.
I think I'm excited. I'm excited because it makes the Marvel Universe look and feel like there's a bigger purpose, which it always should have moved to. Like if they were going to, my thing with the Marvel movies was always that it should move toward space, because space is where they always end up, because you realize that the world's much bigger than just what's going on. Yeah.
I mean, once they introduce Thor, space, done. Now we need to start getting into magic.
Magic will happen.
It just needs to happen faster, in my opinion.
Maybe in Avengers 2. Maybe that's how they beat Ultron.
I feel like magic is an important part in Thor's universe, too. It's not just, people have powers.
I'm with you. Maybe that's how they beat Ultron for the first time. Magic. Maybe everything else on Earth isn't making him indestructible, and they need Doctor Strange.
But they haven't even established Doctor Strange as a idea.
Scene 1.
They're going to do that in Avengers?
Knock, knock. No, Steve Rogers.
It was already causing enough waves for them to do Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch in this movie. Now they're going to do Doctor Strange too.
Hey, Doctor Strange, can you bring your magic in? Okay, cool. Thank you. I just wrote the dialogue for Avengers 2. Yes, I will use my magic. Here we go.
That's not what's going to happen.
Spell of death. to Ultron.
That's not what's
Bye.
gonna
It's going to
happen.
happen.
You know that's not
what's
gonna
gonna
happen.
But on the flip side is the DC universe making some waves and some news in different kind of way. Kevin Smith, if you haven't read the articles yet, Kevin Smith got an opportunity to see Ben Affleck in the bat suit that Zack Snyder is going to utilize in the next Man of Steel 2 movie, because he did a Q&A with Zack Snyder and the principal actors of Man of Steel for a Q&A on Yahoo or something like that.
I really liked his description of the bat suit. Mind-bending.
I know. I was like, thanks, Kevin Smith. He was probably
But
high.
he was saying,
probably high.
But he's saying, like, he basically said it's not going to be like the bat suits that look like they came from X-Men. Like everything's black.
Right.
It's, you know, I think it's going to be a gray bat suit, but it's going to be mostly like metallic or bendable,
which would be cool.
Yeah, I mean, there's a specific comic that they're supposed to be drawing from. I can't remember the name of it, but it's like black up top, black bat symbol, gray but armored, body, and I mean that's pretty standard.
Yeah, I mean it's not mind blowing. I think
as far as the movies go, everything's just Batman wears black. He is the knight.
Right. I mean there was definitely various iterations of that costume in comic books. I mean there was one guy that was like a rainbow colored because he went nuts one time. He went on Planet X and became the Batman of N-Zer-R. And it was a multicolored bat suit that that Grant Morrison brought back in Batman R.I.P. as whenever Bruce Wayne is mentally, what's the word I'm looking for? Not mentally handicapped, but mentally disturbed or mentally compromised. That's the word I'm looking for. When he's compromised, he has a backup persona, which is that Arkham Batman of N-Zer-R, which he came out and he went and attacked everybody.
So who else is going to be in the Batman movie, Brendan?
Listen, I went off on a tangent. You were trying to shut me down.
No, we have a lot to talk about, and it's already been 12 minutes.
It's okay. If we go long, we go long. This ain't radio, bitch.
Oh. You've entered a new segment of the show, the Smackdown.
But there's also a word that you heard about Nightwing.
Oh.
Why are you sad about Nightwing being in this?
Because there's no... Okay. I've been enjoying Marvel's setup because they establish characters and they're establishing worlds and they're establishing understanding the characters to build up into awesome movie stories. Essentially, what's going to happen for DC is they need to get something going for Justice League. So apparently they're just choosing to do it all in Batman versus Superman, where they're throwing Nightwing. They have 3 people that there's rumors and speculation.
Yeah.
Wonder Woman is a rumor to be in it.
Yep, I saw that.
And then now Lex Luthor, who should be in it, essentially for story purposes, it makes sense. But Terry O'Quinn from Lost. I don't think anybody else has seen him in anything else.
No, he's been in. He was in Hawaii 5-0.
I didn't watch it. I wasn't moved, but I know it had a couple of characters from Lost, didn't it?
Yeah.
Had
the guy who played Jin.
Yeah.
And it had Terry O'Quinn and
But yeah, I don't know. Weak.
Weak
at best.
It is approaching Batman and Robin-esque territory of like, let's just throw in somebody to see how it goes. And I hope it's not going to be that way, but it does seem a little too much going on at once.
It makes sense in the like as far as like the setup that they're trying to do is it's supposed to be a weathered Batman and it's supposed to be an older Batman. So having Nightwing be there does make sense in a timeline sense where he was.
I don't like that it's an older Batman though.
I do. I don't think it should be young Batman and young Superman fighting together. I think the greatest dynamic has always been, Batman slightly older and more jaded than even in his younger ages, doing Justice League, and they're like sitting in the station out in space, and he's just basically every single time Superman talks, Batman's just like, "No, please shut up, don't talk. You don't know what you're talking about.
You don't understand."
Yeah, I have a plot to kill every single one of you if I needed to.
Which is the best story that Grant Morrison ever wrote.
Please just shut up, Superman.
Yeah.
So I feel like that Batman might be a good story.
I think so. I mean, I just am glad it's not like a 60-year-old Batman or something really, really old.
No. It's 40s Batman.
Which I'm okay with.
Yeah.
Batman in his 40s.
And it's going to be like, Superman late 20s, early 30s. I don't know.
Which is cool. I'm cool with that.
Henry Cavill is that his
Henry Cavill, I think, is early 30s.
So the early 30s Batman. Or Superman.
Early 1930s Batman, where he's like, "Hello there," in a fanny pack. What are you looking at?
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Your phone took a while to turn on.
No, it's because I looked away and we started talking about it. Yes, Gamora. Daughter.
Gamora is daughter. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. Okay. I apologize, nerds.
No, it's okay.
But I think...
speak for the nerds and...
Gamora is Thanos' daughter. I'm excited about it, though. I think it's going to be fun, but I hope it all kind of sifts out where it, maybe Wonder Woman is at the end, and then you get a lead into a JLA movie, which would be really awesome. But I hope it's not like from frame one on is Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, all of them together. That's too much.
And I hope that I just start watching Arrow.
Yeah, do you like it?
Oh, I mean, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah,
like,
I want to start watching it.
If you get rid of the Gossip Girl-esque, like parts with the female characters, which they still cannot figure out how to do properly in anything that has anything to do with superheroes.
Yeah.
But get rid of that aspect. And the guy that plays Arrow, awesome. I don't know if anybody knows who Oliver Queen is, but, he's the shining star son from Starling City. And he's the Green Arrow. And they adapt, either take that person and play as that, or adapt that storyline and add it into this new movie that they're doing to lead towards Justice League. It would be genius, but since it's DC, probably not.
I mean, Tom Wellington's still waiting to be Superman.
Oh, God.
Oh, that poor bastard.
Did you see the Superman costumes at Comic-Con?
No.
They had the Blur one.
Oh, yeah, really?
Yeah. They had the Blur, and then they had, all different...
I like the Blur one. That was kind of funny.
I just...
Oh, stop it. It was a successful show.
I just liked how everybody... We're going to go back to Guardians of the Galaxy for a second, because I forgot something. Vin Diesel being in Guardians of the Galaxy, playing Groot.
That's awesome.
Who says one thing.
Groot.
He says one line.
Yep.
And everybody lost their shit. They're like, oh my God, it's going to be like... No, people... He says one thing.
He says one thing. But they might have Vin Diesel back for something else.
I mean, he was apparently rumored to be Vision.
Yeah.
At one point in time, which would be awesome.
That'd be awesome, too.
But, I mean...
Groot.
Yeah.
I could do it. Pay me millions. Groot. You do it.
I'm not going to be Groot. I don't want to be Groot.
Just say Groot. You already said I can isolate it. There, see, look, you just made $1 million per Marvel.
Jesus Christ.
And they didn't have to pay you that much. They probably paid Vin Diesel
this is what I'm talking about, though. Like Marvel's got its shit together. At least they got stuff going on. I really want DC to get things going, because Justice League movie would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Would it be like Darkseid, or...
It would probably be Darkseid.
Because he's the anti-Thanos, or
pretty
Thanos,
much, yeah.
Or however you want to say it, because it doesn't matter anymore.
I would say it would be, or they did in Justice League with Joker, Lex Luthor. That'd be awesome too. That'd be insane. It would hurt to see
Joker in film again.
It's gonna hurt whenever they do it. Might as well do it when he's not the main.
That right off.
Yeah, when he's not the main character, because at least then it's not a full-on Joker story.
I guess, yeah. It shouldn't. I agree. Yeah, you're right.
Just put him in there.
Just put
him the F in there. So we're tepid about Justice League, but excited about Guardians of the Galaxy and Marvel Universe.
Yes.
Are you excited about Guardians?
Kinda, yeah. I mean,
I'm
cast
excited.
is a pretty good group.
Pretty solid cast.
It's not like the best acting group, but the people that they hired to play the parts that they're playing make sense.
And it's not. I mean, you're not going to get a Oscar caliber performance out of Dave Bautista.
Yeah, but he's playing. What's his?
The green guy.
Thrax, right? Or
Drax.
Drax,
the Destroyer. Yeah.
I mean, you don't really have to throw that much into it. It's just a guy that's stronger than Hulk. Scary concept.
Yeah, which I think when they eventually do an Avengers 3, which I'm assuming will be Guardians and Avengers, that'll be awesome.
Yeah, the two of them in the same
fight. Do a Hulk movie. No, they're not going to do a Hulk movie.
Yeah, they're not going to do a Hulk movie. It won't happen.
Maybe on Netflix.
They already screwed that up twice.
Yeah,
they're not doing it
terribly. Screwed it up terribly. So, hey, man, PlayStation 4 comes out tomorrow as of this recording.
Hold on, let me wave my excitement flag. Can't find it.
We're not excited. It's not that we're not excited. We just don't want to spend the money on something that we both anticipated would be glitchy. And what do you know? News reports already. People who got free ones glitched up.
Yeah, big time.
Some poor bastard on Reddit had to return his recently because he won a contest and it was shipped to him. He turned it on and it just stopped working. So he called Sony tech support. This is on IGN. So he called Sony tech support and they said, the first guy said, sorry, you're going to have to wait till tomorrow, meaning today.
Wait till post-launch.
Right. And then he called again. And the way it's written is such a sad fanboy writing, because then it says something like, well, when he called the second time, he was informed that they would be sending a box, and in parentheses says, essentially a coffin, for his PlayStation 4, for him to put that in there. And then 5 to 6 business days later, he'd get a new one shipped to him.
That's awful.
IGN also was reporting that the ones that they have were breaking down.
Well, yeah, because, I mean, there's supposed to be a day one patch.
But they said even when the patch was loaded, it broke.
Oh, it's still?
They had to actually physically press down on the disc tray to get further along. And then when they let it go, it stopped working, and that they had issues booting up.
Wow. Well, I mean, it's to be expected. It's probably not going to be as big of a scale of problems.
No, you would hope not. I mean, good lord, though. If it is, that's bad.
Yeah.
That means PlayStation 4 is going to be like $100. I'd buy it then.
No, I wouldn't buy it, period.
So maybe this is, but again, Xbox hasn't launched yet. They haven't even done their previews yet for the gaming media, I don't think, as far as what I've been able to read.
I mean, people have had their hands on them. I know there's some on display in places you can play.
You can play, but as far as like the what IGN is doing, where they're actually physically getting the box, unpacking it, loading one up.
Oh,
personally.
you mean like the unboxings?
Right, and like plugging it into their personal television. It's not something that is a static sanitary location like a place, Xbox, Microsoft Office.
Yeah, but it's still a console. It's still,
yeah.
I mean, they can't like make it any fancier unless it's just not being used. Which at that point,
well, no, yeah, but having the experience in a sterilized condition, like at a gaming convention, is
I'm just saying for the sense of like there's demo units out there that people can touch and play and they're working.
Well, but touch and play to take home with them.
No. I'm just saying.
Oh, but yeah, that's what I meant. That's like a sterilized situation where it's like the best possible outcome is going to be that it plays well because everything was preset. But as far as getting the actual box,
like okay, GameStop has consoles on display. I'm pretty sure those would either break or not break. It's not like those ones are specifically made to be better than all the rest of them.
No, I'm maybe more paranoid about stuff than you are.
Oh, I'm not paranoid. I mean, I just think that as far as like for day one, Xbox seems to be on point so far because everything that they have working, like I think it was just the internet stuff that wasn't on par, but the system works. It functions as a device.
It does not let you play like PlayStation 4 so far. Which is sad if that's the baseline we're grading from. Xbox One turns on.
Now the bread and butter segment. Lathering on that.
The OBT shows pick Xbox One because it turns itself on. Forget about hardware and software, kids. It turns itself on.
That's so bad.
PlayStation 4, that shit don't turn on.
Oh, it's going to be the red ring of death, but at the power button of doom.
Power button of doom, but I don't know. Who knows? I mean, now if we're having the argument of which one is better, which one won't blow up in 6 months, that's sad. That speaks volumes about the state of the industry.
If this is a widespread problem, I've already figured out videos to edit together to make this worthwhile. Did you ever watch the movie where they give them the people the button?
Yeah.
And when they press it, someone
dies. Yeah.
Somebody's gonna press it. And then the PS4 is just going to stop working. Somewhere a child is going to be sitting there going,
a man in top hat goes, you can either have the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4. Hitting this button kills PlayStation 4. If I walk out of here, I kill Xbox One. What will you do?
Children everywhere crying.
Children crying. No! Oh. Then by default, PlayStation 3 explodes as well.
Oh, yeah, no. Don't kill the PS3s.
Mine works great.
My Xbox is on its last leg. It is 7 years old, and it has seen some days.
Yeah. Kelly has one that sounds about like it's going to explode. Yep. We actually had a conversation of whether or not we could play multiplayer based on the sound, and our conclusion was no, because it was too loud. For Xbox 360. She has an old one. She has a 7-year one.
Multiplayer for what?
Modern Warfare 3.
Oh, yeah, you'd be fine.
Well, but the Xbox seemed to say otherwise, though.
Oh, yeah, no, you'll still be fine. Don't worry. Mine does that same thing, and I play GTA Online for like 3-hour stretches.
Oh, then you're fine.
Yeah. Hey.
Did you hear?
Maybe.
I finished Batman Origins.
No, you did.
I like the story. The ending was weird.
Is there a cliffhanger?
There's a cliffhanger.
Oh, no.
Do you want to know it?
No, I don't care.
Can I tell you?
No, I don't want to know, and I don't care.
Why?
Because I knew that in a game that's an origin game, they're going to make it so
But
that
it's a weird cliffhanger, though.
I don't want to know.
It's a quick.
I'll live the rest of my life without knowing.
I'm going to tell you anyway. So shut up. You can't go nowhere.
I can't go anywhere.
You can't go anywhere. You're stuck. I'd strap Chris in with. I strap him to the chair and make him listen to me.
And now the seatbelt segment of the OBT show.
At the end of the game, you dick. At the end of the game, Amanda Waller comes up of Checkmate fame, and also she's sort of the Nick Fury of the DC universe. To put the best way to describe her, comes up to Deathstroke, who's in a cell at Blackgate, and he goes, "What the hell is this?" And she throws him some files that say Suicide Squad, which is a big thing in the DC universe. It's made up of villains who go and do dangerous missions. At any point, they can be killed off by the government if they fail, or if they get captured, they're dead. And then she goes, "We got work to do," and that's it. And I was like, what does this even mean for Batman?
So maybe there's a Deathstroke game?
Probably either the Suicide Squad will factor into the new Batman, the trilogy ending Batman game, maybe as like the hunt down Batman for good, which would be kind of cool. But then that would be a rehash of what the Origins plotline is, which is assassins meant to kill Batman.
Exactly.
So I'm thinking it's either a spin-off or it's DLC content where you are playing as Deathstroke.
That'd be cool.
Where I'd be okay with.
Yeah, I'd be fine.
But overall, I mean, the story's good. The ending's a little weak. The Bane boss fight is a little odd. It goes to where you fight him as a normal guy, and then he injects himself with the Venom serum that turns him into the Beast. And then you kind of do like a cat and mouse game where you're hiding and sneaking around corners.
It sounds like a normal scenario.
Yeah, not real, sort of. But I guess
you're talking about young Batman?
Yeah, you did sneak around a lot. But it was sort of anticlimactic.
That was before he found out what weights were.
Yeah.
He's like, I've been doing all these martial arts, so I'm getting strong.
Yeah.
I need more. The night bars. Night bars.
Night bars. I'm going to eat more Cliff Bars and get stronger.
Protein.
What are those bars? Yoga bars? Luna?
Luna? Una from Final Fantasy X?
I need Luna bars. Chocolate cream. Vanilla.
Oh, God. Do people actually eat those?
I don't eat them.
Does that happen? Yeah,
they're downstairs where we work. They're gross. Yeah, I tried to eat them, almost threw up. But anyway, Origins is a game that I played, and then when I was done, I started to play New Game Plus, which allows you to take all your gadgets. Not all the gadgets were unlocked, which pissed me off. I thought that I would be given all of them. So, and then when I restarted the game, it was glitchy, and I was behind a guy with a gun, and I was not prompted to silent takedown him, and I couldn't punch him. So I caped him.
Kill everyone as Batman.
Yeah, no, Batman dies all the time because he turned around and shot me in the face, and I died.
Oh, okay.
And then it was still
maybe you weren't stealthy enough.
Yeah, probably it was real like Batman go like, how do I get him? Walking around behind him,
reaching out. I need to use the night. It's not.
So I was disappointed. Maybe I'll go, but I think that's something I would go back and play through at a later date. I had no real desire to do any of the challenges. I tried to play. I really wanted to talk about the multiplayer. I went into a lobby. It was me and another dude for 5 minutes. No one came to play.
Because no one's playing it.
Nobody's playing.
It's not meant to be.
No. I hope they don't do multiplayer. I'd love to know the real numbers of people that actually play.
What system did you play on? PS3 or
PS3?
That might be why.
Yeah.
Because Xbox has a better online community.
Right. So I was bummed out by that. Yeah. So I played that, and then I've been playing Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I love it. It's fun.
You're a pirate.
I'm a pirate. I'm on a ship. I enjoy myself. The ship parts are awesome, but we were talking earlier before we recorded. It's very Assassin's Creedy with everything else, where it's like jump to this point, steal this loot, kill this person, find this random Animus piece. So that's kind of, you didn't like that, right?
Yeah, I knew it was coming, but the part that is awesome is...
What?
No, the part you think is awesome?
Oh, the ships.
Yeah, okay.
I said that. I said I like the ships. You weren't listening to me.
I wasn't listening. Good. I was going to the part that I already was going to hate.
You hate the ships?
No. The part... No, I was skipping to do this task.
You were confused.
Do
right
this
now.
assassination.
Yeah.
Do this here. Do this there.
The ships are fun. There's a lot of customization with the ship, so I enjoy that. I'm looking forward to figuring out how to make more money because right now it's just based on finding random buried treasure. But we'll see how it goes, and I don't know. I'm excited, man. What other games do we got to preview? I don't think we have. I have nothing that I have pre-ordered.
I don't think. Yeah, I think now there's going to be a lull because neither of us is going to be getting next gen. We can talk about next gen, but
right. Unless, hey, if whoever's listening wants to send us a preview version of it, we will gladly accept it.
If it's an Xbox One,
I don't care. I'm indifferent. I will take a PlayStation 4 and Xbox One.
It's going to show up and it's going to start assimilating into the rest of your technology in your room and then turning into a little mini transformer.
It's going to come in with a note saying, I don't work, but you can look at me.
Can we get the Michael Bay edition of PS4? It just goes and starts attacking everything.
And if you have a Wii U out there, leave that home.
Yeah.
We don't want that.
The ancient technology.
Wii U. Wii U, get out of here. PU Wii U.
Also in recent news,
somebody
had a birthday.
I did. Guess who's 30? This guy.
That guy.
Birthday was awesome. I had a great time. You got me a good gift. Eventually, that'll see it. That got shipped in weird places. So thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I did a birthday show on my radio show where I recorded myself doing shitty impressions and I played them as if they were birthday messages. They're fun. Maybe I'll throw them on the end of this podcast if you'll let me.
Oh, yeah. No, I actually do that, please, because that would be funny. And then I need to get a good picture of your face so I can just superimpose it over the actor.
Yeah, please do that. That'd be great. I'll do that. And then it was so stupid. It was so stupid, but you'll hear it at the end of the podcast. But other than that,
I gotta get you a good Stallone going.
I'm afraid to do Stallone.
Stallone? You just gotta, like, squint your eyes a little bit just when you're going to say it and just be like,
you guys want
to... hell, but not my age.
You look like you're
but it helps you get into character.
It looks like you're pooping.
It does.
I guess you and me are friends now.
See, there you go.
Yeah, I got a Stallone. Yeah, you greedy or lazy.
Oh, God, not that, though.
No, I'm sorry. Stallone's voice breaks. Oh, this mic sucks. I'm sorry.
Okay. It's all right.
But yeah, I had a fun birthday, man. I'm 30. I don't care about being 30. People are like, oh, you're old. Shut up.
Meanwhile, the story that Brenda isn't telling is when Death was leaning over his bed.
It was like 50 more years.
70. I mean, sorry.
Yeah.
Wrong person. 50 more
You're old.
years.
You're no longer young. But working where we work, everybody's like 18 and 19, so I am agent.
When it got to midnight before your birthday, did time slow down so you heard every clunk of your clock as it was...
Most people... I went for a run on my birthday, man. I was like, F you, death and Mother Nature. I'm going to go running. And I went for a run, felt great.
That is the difference between you and you.
Yeah, you would be hungover.
My birthday, I wake up and you're like... Oh, hello, Mr. Daniels. How are you doing today? Oh, why not if I do?
And you'll outlast us all.
No. Oh, if only I had superpowers.
Hey, man.
Hey.
What'd you learn?
What did I learn today? Let us decide if I learned anything at all. I learned that even though I've pretty much most of my life have leaned DC...
Yeah.
Marvel's genius marketing and business tactics are slowly making me more of a fan.
And I know you say that with such anger.
Because it's just the movies aspect of it that's doing it. But they're doing it so damn well.
I know, they are. I'm sorry, Christopher.
God damn it, shawarma. What did you learn today?
I learned that sometimes you don't listen to me, and I'm going to
Wait. That's not new. That's not new. You can't say you learned that today. You take that back.
I learned that I'll forever be alone with Chris.
30.
Shut up. This is the Brendan for the OBT show.
Bye, everybody.
Goodbye, Christopher. You filthy bitch.
You filthy.
Happy birthday. This is Arnold Schwarzenegger wishing my best friend in the world, Brendan, on a happy birthday. You're 30, you're old, but you can still lift. Muscles. It's not a tumor. Get to the chopper. Who is your daddy and what does he do? Happy birthday, Arnold.
Hey man, Nick Cage here. I'm more like a birthday protector. You're old, Nick Cage.
Hello, Brendan. This is Ben from the depths of Gotham City. I wanted to wish you a happy birthday. You say you were born in the darkness, but you merely adopted it with all your 30 candles of light shining through. I may break you one day, but not on your birthday. Happy birthday. I'm going to cry in the corner now. No one loves Bane. Happy birthday.
Ooh-ah! Al Pacino here. Talking to my man, Brendan. I hear it's your birthday, huh? Ooh-ah. Gonna have a good time. Happy birthday.